We begin in Taipei, where Taiwan's legislature has been voting on divisive political reforms. The controversial legislation is dividing Taiwan, causing lawmakers to come to blows in the chamber and prompting public protests for and against the changes. Rick Glauert is live for us at the legislature. Rick, what progress have the opposition groups made in pushing these bills through?
Well, yes, it's been a really tense day here at Taiwan's legislature. The lawmakers here have been shouting at one another. They've been raising their banners and flags and shouting their slogans. But so far, we haven't seen any of the violence that we saw last week. On Friday, there was pushing and shoving between lawmakers. There was one lawmaker that was tackled to the ground. And in the end, 6 legislators were taken to hospital. But with their majority in the parliament, the opposition has been slowly putting through reforms they say that are needed to bring greater accountability of the government. Earlier, they passed a crucial vote that would see a fine for people found in contempt of parliament. But opponents to these changes, in the chamber here, that's the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or the DPP, have been calling it the death of democracy. They think these measures are too far-reaching and that opposition parties are not following due process here in the legislature. The Speaker has announced that voting here will continue until midnight, so it's still a long night ahead for Taiwan's parliament.
And this is just one day after Taiwan inaugurated a new president. What does this all mean for the country, and how have the public reacted?
So this dispute really taps into Taiwan's deep polarization, with neither side, neither political party trusting the other side. While a recent survey of online comments found that the majority of Taiwanese do support these reforms, the opponents say that they are going to put Taiwan's democracy in danger and could even risk Taiwan's national security. Over the weekend, there's been protests for and against here in the capital, Taipei. And right now, outside the legislature, thousands of people are gathering to protest these reforms. The current political situation is, of course, also a big headache for Taiwan's new president. Lai Ching-te just took office yesterday. Today's his first full day in office. And the hostility here in Parliament is going to be a big problem for him as he tries to put through his bills, particularly when it comes to defence bills, all of that important spending on national defence. It's going to be very hard for him to make good on his political promises.